Hi guys, right now I'm with Alex. How are you doing?
Good.
I'd like to know for your Q&A today. Well, I've been reading in the news that more and more people were dying alone in their houses and their apartments, but I know that loneliness isn't something that affects only old people, but some much younger people as well. And I'd like to know, hearing such things, how does it make you feel to see that much loneliness in the world?
Wow. That's a very profound question. Well, of course, I think that I'm very concerned about this. I'm a single child, and I grew up in a family we were facing financial problems, so we were moving a lot. So I grew up not having friends or anything, not being able to recall what could be like a home or a place that you could refer to until I was like a teenager. So I can feel that, and we have the sense also that, especially with all the people we're talking with, that there's a profound rupture of hope towards communities as well. Because when you think about, a little bit in the past, even like in the 70s, people were gathering together, they were living together, everybody was acknowledging the fact that, they wanted to be with other people, they wanted to belong in something that was bigger than themselves. And so today that's the other end of the spectrum, because there's nothing to hold on to, really. Everything's fake, everything is pretty much plastic. All the relationships are, it's part of the digital, ocean. So you can pretty much fake and gimmick whoever you want to be, in order to please others and to create something that is a bigger lie than reality could be. So that, and it's disastrous in a way, because when you're just walking by and you're looking at everybody having like iPods, and everybody's living in their own little cocoon, but everybody's feeling the same fear of being alone. So that's quite a paradox in a way. But I think that I can understand, that people are not inclined to talk with strangers, or to go in different groups, or to open up and to be exposed, because for a lot of people, and it's been the case for me, loneliness and solitude could be like some kind of a refuge, a shelter. You feel that you're protected because your little cocoon is protecting you from the rest of the world. But then after that, you realize that it's impossible to sustain yourself and to grow when you're alone in this little place. Nobody wants to be like a little red fish, in a ball. So, and I think that's why I have hope, because even with all the technologies and everything, the internet, all the texting stuff, and the cell phones, and everybody wants to connect, but in a safe environment, and people will have a coffee, from different countries, so to speak, so that they're not confronting other people to who they are, and they don't want to be confronted to deception of really understanding the nature of the other person. But I have hope that in the near future, we'll go back to fundamental values, which are community, family, and family not in terms of, like mom and dad and, a cousin and, whatever, but more of to fulfill that real desire of being part of a community. And that's my vision. We're living all together, for better and worst, and we're having a good time. And even last night, we were in the studio and we were talking about how all the good and bad times we had over the years. And honestly, if someone would ask me, okay, so knowing all that, do you want to change anything? And honestly, I don't think I want to change anything at all, because those guys, just came in and they just kick everything out from that cocoon, and so allowing me to grow. And I'm a different person. I'm a better man. I'm a better human being because, I'm taking a chance to trust again. And that's the big thing, solitude and loneliness is pretty much coming with brokenness or fear of being broken and rejected as well. So, but every relationship is a leap of faith. And I think that takes a lot of courage, but at the same time, we need to understand that when people are, living in loneliness and having a solitude, some kind of a lifestyle, we don't have to reject them at all. Sometimes those people, it's a process. There's no black and white, and so that's why when I'm meeting people and I'm in a very unique position to talk and to have a tribune and to be able to talk with people that are very lonely and that could be left for dead, basically, in their little apartments. But I'm in a place where I can slowly interact and build with them, and I'm very, very honored of having this little place. And I open my world to other people a little bit, and then a little bit more, and now I'm very gracious and I'm very grateful that people are doing the same with me and their lives. And I think that trust is very difficult, especially now, but we all have the same needs of, belonging and being part of something that is bigger than us. I'd rather be, I'm happy to be 1/6 of your favorite enemies and one of the millions, of everything's going on around us, rather than being like 100% only me and brag around. So I need people. I'm not scared to say so. I need them to be who I am. And yes, they're defining a bit of who I am, and I'm defining a bit of who they are, and that's the beauty of it. I'm not scared to say so. So that's my feeling about that very profound question.
Well, thank you very much, Alex, for sharing that story with us.
Thank you. Well, sorry. That flower has been a little lonely.
Yeah, I guess so. But at least you were there to notice it, so now it can be taken care of.
Exactly. I'm sure that all your love will bloom. We'll get this flower in shape somehow.
Thank you very much for that beautiful yellow rose.
It's called the Big Bird flower of loneliness.